Hi guys, welcome back to my Steps to Sobriety. Today I've got 10 points in 10 minutes with Kelli Dennehey Christina.
Hi, Stefan, and thank you for your time again today. You've been a beautiful connection. Here we go, right? I'm Kelli Christina. I'm the CEO of KD Staffing and an international best-selling author. And I always like to, what I'm known for is success, sales awards. How do you treat people and set them up for success? And also working with our communities. Stefan, you'll often hear me talk about, I take my own life program and life philosophies, and I apply it towards my business models. We are out there selling people and relationships. And so let's go through some of my points that I love to talk about. Of course, a positive attitude and a grateful spirit will lead to great success. I always tell people, if it's possible, first thing in the morning that you get up and you make yourself that gratitude list on the few things or a very long list of the things that are going right, so that you're not focusing all your energy on what goes wrong. All right. You'll actually be able to be more of a problem solver if you have more of a positive mind frame to handle problems. But Stefan, problems, are not always solved in 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week. I always say progress, not perfection. What does that mean? We're not perfect. All right. But can you move forward? Are we making progress as individuals on projects, and be grateful for the progress, even if it's something that needs to happen over a period of time, right? In jobs, I often talk about startovers. Startovers promote stability in both relationships, whether we're talking about love relationships, family relationships, or jobs. So what are startovers? It means in the morning when you wake up, let's say you had a bad day or you had a bad week, or hopefully you haven't had a bad month at your job, but can you get up in the morning and say, I'm starting fresh and let's go again, right? I love to talk about, and this is awesome, by the way, be the best version of yourself. And what that means is, don't go around and compare yourself to other people. You're going to be miserable, and enough time with a life program or a spiritual life, you'll actually lose that spirit of materialism. It doesn't mean you don't want nice things or you don't want success and all of that, but the material world is less important, all right? So don't compare yourself to other people. Work on yourself and setting a good example. My program, Alanon, we talked a lot about service work. And I love service work. It means you get out of yourself and that selfish thinking, and you take a look around and you help other people. But service work, Stefan, we're not always talking about giving money. Sometimes we're talking giving time and from the heart. So when I think of service work, I think of what can you do on a daily or a weekly basis that might be inconvenient for your schedule, but you're giving towards other people, right? And people don't think about it. A friend needs you to help move, and you're like, bah humbug. Well, it's Christmas, I have to say that. I would rather sit in front of Netflix. I don't have time to help you move. Why? You can't give to other people? So, I think a lot of people presume that somebody else out there should make a difference. And they don't always think about on a daily basis how you can make a difference with the people you're around yourself. Alanon has taught me some, and it took years, Stefan, it took years. But get out of yourself, the selfish thinking, look around, and then listen. uh, some of our strongest leaders out there, we have strong listening skills, which means we have the ability to sit down, shut our mouth, and listen to other people. And as you develop listening skills, other people will educate you. I work with industry leaders in various industries, all over the country. And we share knowledge, but I couldn't share knowledge and they couldn't teach me if I couldn't listen. Right. And, kind of final message, Stefan, is just my own changed thinking. I'm incredibly grateful that I've had the Alanon program and a life coach in church and God and faith, but that ability to change my own thinking, because changing your thinking will change your life. I would always like to encourage people, never be too proud to go to a counselor or a doctor or a support group or AA or Alanon, or our strongest people, our strongest leaders, often they'll say they failed. We know how to go from the top all the way to the bottom, but then how do you crawl back up and get better, bigger, better, stronger? Never be too proud during challenging times to get that help, because in time, everything gets better.
The amazing Kelli Dennehey Christina with 10 points in 10 minutes. Look after yourself.